Hey, what's up? I'm just making this video to talk about the AstroWorld 2021 concert that happened about 4 days ago. The reason why is because I find that a lot of people died. A lot of people died, and young people. And that's my main concern, is because these people did not have to die. I'm just going to show you a few videos that I've been looking through. I'm going to start with this one.
That's okay with you real quick. Take me, let's do it.
From the young man's point of view there, but come on, I'm looking at it, and what I see is a cameraman that seems not to care about it. Like, no care in the world. Listen, I've got my job to do, and you're on my stage. You're just disturbing me. Like, I don't care what you're telling me. I don't care somebody's just passed out there. And for me, that is infuriating. However, I'm not going to let my emotions just drive me yet, or at all, should I say. Because I'm thinking, do you know what? Sometimes we can be so preoccupied by what we're doing, our job, you name it, what we're focusing on, that we're actually disregarding people suffering around us. When we can actually be a helping hand in preventing further disasters. So that's the first thing I get from that video. Now I'm going to show you another video that I watched and made me think.
It's from last night's AstroWorld Festival in Houston, Texas, where 8 people were killed and many more were injured. And I'm going to explain to you why these videos are absolutely shocking to me, and I believe a big problem for the concert.
So anyway, he talks, and then he's saying that he's found 2 videos, and it's shocking to him. But, you know, I'm just going to scroll through the video and see the 2 videos that he's actually talking about, right? Let's look at it.
Well, it's Travis Scott.
We're in there, bro. Exactly. Right. In there. People are dying. I'm gonna save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Two hands to the sky.
I'm gonna save him.
2 hands to the sky. Give him his 2 hands up.
Listen, I can hear the desperation in his voice, right?
That's what we're trying to do. Chase me, let's go.
You gotta help people and the people take care of them.
All right. Let's stop there. That's the first video that he's showing, right? So that's basically the same video that we saw just a few minutes ago, but a different angle, so that you can hear what the young man that was climbing where the cameraman was actually trying to say, right? Now let's look at the second video that the man wanted to point out to. That's whilst it's happening. So that's Travis's reaction. I'm sure you've all seen that. Well, it seems like, genuinely, he doesn't know what's happening.
Everybody good, put a middle finger up in the sky.
I mean, come on. I mean, you hear something is happening, and you ask people to put the middle finger up in the sky. I mean, come on. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, oh, well, they love using the F word. Let's F whatever's happening there. Like somebody's dying. You know.
Okay, what's up, guys?
Like, the ambulance is there. He can see that. He might not even have known that the person is dying, but at least something happened. Put the middle finger up in the sky.
Yeah, all that. 2 hands to the sky.
All right. So now 2 guys, they come. His stage people, come to tell him whatever they want to tell him, and I just hope that they tell him what's starting to happen. Like, people are dying, basically. And he's like, yeah, all that. Seriously, come on, mate. Are you so focused on your own self-gratification of entertaining people or being entertained by the glory that people give you, that you ask now people, that's a few seconds after he's asking people to lift up the middle finger. You ask people to lift up the two hands, which is generally a symbol of worship, basically. So basically to worship you or the devil, whoever. I mean, are you so like emotionally split that you don't care about your fans?
2 hands to the sky. 2 hands up. Yeah, 2 hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me. Let's go.
There you go. You all know what you came to do. Gentlemen, let's go. Whatever he said. He's talking to his like PA system or musicians. I don't know if they had live musician on stage there. Who knows? But he's talking to his people saying, y'all know what you came to do. Some people could even say he was talking to the crowd as well. You all know what you came to do. You didn't come to, to have a concert stopped, basically. We came here to make a concert, no matter what happens or is happening, really. And that's disturbing. That's disturbing. I mean, there's even more disturbing stuff that I found anyway.
I want to make this shake, goddammit.
Swearing.
Here we go. Here we go.
And now the portal is like...
Here we go. 5, 7, 8, 4.
I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to start talking about the stage, right? So I'm going to show you, a picture of what I've seen that the stage was. It was actually a cross, as you can see, a reversed cross, leading to a sort of tunnel portal. What's written there? See you on the other side. Which other side you could think of? Well, his own shirt explains everything. His own stage explains everything. Like, there's fire everywhere. The portal leads you to hellfire, basically. Hellfire. I mean, we've seen what was on his shirt, like blue souls, should I say, entering through that white gate, coming out as demons' souls. You may not believe in God. You may not even believe that the devil exists. However, reason can help us, even our skewed reason, because without God, we can't really differentiate right and wrong. However, reason can tell you, why would I want to go through a door to come from being a person into a demon? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. That guy is actually asking his crowd to follow him on the other side and just be changed, even damned, like go to hell with him, basically. Whether you believe in hell or not, whether he believes in hell or not, that's not the point. The point is, why do you want to go after evil? That's the whole point. Why do you want to go after evil? Like swearing, cursing, same difference. Crimes, like promoting crimes, unruling, lawlessness. Some people say, he's known for enticing people. He even had issues with justice before, for enticing people into being violent, being unruly, especially when coming to his concert, and all these different disturbing things that we've seen. But let's carry on. I want to show you something. Yeah. Right. When the whole commission started, I found this video of people begging to stop the show. Right. Stop the show! 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 There you go. People begging him to stop the show. What is it? Standing in here, whatever he's saying. The guy's actually keeping on singing. Now, I want to speak about that because sometimes we can say stop the show, but there's something we can do about it. We can come out of there. You could argue where they were, they might not have been able to physically come out of it. That is a good argument. However, I do think... No, let's just forget about that. That is sad. It's just sad, man. Now, one could say, okay, let's bring things into context. Let's look at the whole small event that we're talking about, you know, from the time when he first realizes there's something not quite right going on in the crowd, right? So let's look at the whole thing, because some people may argue, actually, he tried to stop the show. Really? Let's look at the whole thing, right? So let me just show you that. Okay, let me just show you that. Oh, by the way, so he's just on a little higher podium that is just on where, you know, imagine where the cross is, where the head of Christ would be, if you can imagine, right? So anyway, he's singing and he's like, oh, what's going on?
Let's play it slowly. We need somebody to help him. Somebody pass out right here. Somebody pass out right here. Hold on, don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Security, somebody help jump in real quick. Keep going, just keep it this way.
I'm going to pause it there. Or some may say, oh yeah, you see, he tried to do something. He cares for his crowd. He cares because he tried to actually say what's going on there. Help him. If I care about people following me, whatever, I don't react the way he reacts now. That's like straight after saying what he's just saying, a few seconds later.
Somebody jump in, come on, security, get in there, let's get in there. Yeah.
At that moment, the person is being carried, like surfboarded, carried. What kind of chanting is this? Like, that is just, like, it gives me, like, shit. Like, that's demonic. That's proper demonic.
Standing in the ocean.
He's not singing. You can hear the show starting. You know what I mean?
Standing in the ocean. In that 90210, second verse. 90210. That's the
most freaky part. That's the most freaky part.
You don't really know.
Stop it there. But hey, that is freaky. You know, yeah, okay, let's not judge, but guess what? When something is wrong, we should be able to be bold enough to say something is wrong. That's not judging. You know, pointing out what's wrong is not judging. You see, there's a quote that I found, right? That says, truth is hate to he who hates truth. I can't say it properly, but truth is hate to whoever hates truth. And sometimes, yeah, when we say truth, facts, it sounds like hate to somebody that doesn't like the facts, that doesn't like the truth. And the facts is, that's wrong. That's not judging. That's just saying a fact that is wrong. And that's calling upon our moral compass to awaken, right? That this is wrong. Now, let's carry on. I want to show you something. Some people believe that there's a whole, like, you know, you've heard about the conspiracy theories like Illuminati's, you know, those secret societies kind of thing. The thing is, a lot of people are now saying, oh, that, you know, it could have been a ritual kind of, a satanic sacrifice, basically, to demons. Some people even have shown the 8 flames that came up when he started his concert, right? When he jumped through, that just like you can see there. and those 8 flames, shooting flames, representing the 8 souls of people that have died, basically, that evening. That's going on to speculations, right? Realm. I'm not gonna go on to that part of conspiracy theories and whatnot. I'm just going to delve with just, what do you expect? The man is telling us, he's telling you, he's telling the whole world what he's on about. His words are foul. His gestures are foul. He invites and entices people for crime, swearing, unruling behaviors and attitudes. The whole of his concert theme is about bringing people onto the other side, onto hell, through that portal of hell. I mean, that's not judging. That's actually saying, this is wrong. This is wrong. I'll carry on, because I want to show you. I want to show you another video. Right? Let's have a look at that.
Why couldn't Travis act like this at AstroWorld?
Y'all idiots on out of Mars. Pick those girls up, bro. Pick the girls up. Pick the girls up. What's wrong with y'all? Pick the girls up.
And he's asking with swears. It's not Travis. It's Rocky, I think.
Yeah.
Asking people to help the person that's just passed out.
Yo. Everybody calm down. Everybody back up. Back up! Back up! Back the up! Put your phone away, bro! Back the back up!
The crowd started to back up in order for that
Back up!
person to be helped. Whether the concert was stopped.
Why couldn't
That's not the point. Whether the concert was stopped thereafter or not, I'm not sure. Some people say it was, but yeah, I need to read more into it. But it's not really my interest, really. But what I want to point out is some people are claiming that dude in that other concert was a hero because he used his influence to actually help the person that was in danger at his own concert. But let me ask you a question. I'm glad that he did what he did to help that person. However, his influence could have prevented that this even happened to that person. His language is the same as that of Travis and Drake's. And his music is not any different. Like, the whole culture, the whole essence of these type of worldly music are bound to lead people, are bound to having similar results. That's my opinion, really. But yeah, however, shout out to him for doing that. And some people are asking, why couldn't Travis do the same? But the thing is, I'll go to it at the end. Okay. Now, there's other heroes that I think need to be looked upon. So I've already talked about the girl and the guy that tried to raise the attention to the cameraman's attention to what was going on. But then I want to speak about this other person that I found on YouTube, right? And that person apparently passed out, was surfboarded by her boyfriend and this other Good Samaritan, she calls him, through the crowd, and she was basically helped out. It could have been that young girl, actually, at the beginning that we saw being carried out. I'm not sure. That's just speculation. But anyway, she was surfboarded and whatnot. And then she woke up, eventually, being helped out away from the concert a little bit. And then eventually she tells the story that she, being a nurse or a student nurse, I can't remember, basically ended up, after recovering a bit, helping out those other people that had passed out that same evening or had been injured or crushed or whatever. Right.
So, Madeline, can you start by telling me your first and last name, please?
Madeline Eskins.
Can you spell it for me just to make sure we have the correct spelling?
Madelineeskins.
So tell me about your experience at the concert tonight. You know, starting just before this happened.
We got there a little bit later, probably around like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and
okay. So she goes.
We got one drink each. She got a beer. My boyfriend got a beer. I got.
When she got there, the crowd was already hysterical, even from 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Performing. I looked at my boyfriend. I tried to look at my boyfriend. I only got about this far, and I told him, I said, we have to get out. We have to get out. And he said, we can't, because we couldn't move. We could not. You couldn't go forward, backwards, inside. You couldn't do anything. The only way to go was up. I remember I was about to tell my boyfriend to tell my son that I loved him, because as it went on, it got to the point where I was like, I'm going to die. Like, I really, truly thought that I was going to get crushed to the point where my trachea was going to get crushed, my chest. I thought I was going to die. So I fainted. I think it was, I don't remember what song was playing. I don't remember anything. I just know that he had just started.
Okay, so she's going to go about saying that from that point on, she fainted, and then...
I down, and then went and ran back to get more people in and out. So once I sat there for a minute, I drank my water, looked around, there was people being carried back.
Away from the crowd after the surfboarding. And she's recovering, right?
And then I stood up and I was about to go, look for my boyfriend. I had no phone service. I tried to call him. I couldn't call him.
Because the guy was still stuck in the crowd.
And they're carrying this guy out, and they're about to set him down, and I noticed he looked really bad. His eyes were rolled in the back of his head. He was completely limp. He did not look good. I asked the security guard, I said, have you checked the pulse on this man? He said, I don't know how to do that. He's like, please help. So I checked the pulse. I did not feel a pulse. His eyes were rolled in the back of his head. His pupils weren't reacting. I shined my flashlight in there. I said, do not drop him off here to go get someone else. You need to go take this man to the medical tent. Take him somewhere. Go. I cleared the way. Another security guard overheard me say, because at first, before I told him that, let me rewind. I told him, I was like, I'm an ICU nurse. I've worked in the ED before. I have experience with this. Like, let me help. Instead of just trying to shove through me. The other security guard had overheard me tell the man that. Tell the security guard that. So
she keeps on going on and on and on.
There were other civilians trying to help do CPR that didn't know how. I mean, teenagers, 19 years old. I asked him how old he was.
There you go. So basically, people were carrying their friends away from the crowd that had passed away or been crushed. And then nobody knew how to help their friends, really, and care for them. But thankfully, she was there. For me, these are true heroes, right? And I just hope and pray that her boyfriend doesn't bring her there anymore. But I hope and pray that she strongly refuses to be brought or to even go to such places anymore. Like, these are places that are basically where things like this can happen. Like, I know we all are looking for fun, and some people say, well, if everything is wrong, can we not have fun? Yes, everything has fun, but then we have to count the cost. We have to count the risk. I mean, there are other stuff that are fun and in life. Like, you want to have some adrenaline, then, there's go-karting. There is, whatever fills your boots, really. There's, like, rock climbing, mountain climbing, hiking. There is, Alton Towers for Americans. There is, Walt Disney and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many thrill-seeking things that are way safer than these places that promote evil. That just promote evil. Come on. So that now I want to show you, right? people before even the concert started, them reaching the concert, right? So let's look at this, right?
Even made it into the festival. Thousands of people with not enough security. Tragic.
Oh shit! Hey, wait.
I mean, sometimes we're wondering, why is there so many riots? Why is the youth just running rampant, unruly, and etc.? Well, oftentimes it's because of what we are consuming. What we listen to, what we watch, and we're influenced by such people that are actually enticing us to act and behave like this. I mean, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, to go to a concert and act like this. But the idea didn't come from them. Apparently, people say that Travis is known to entice people to come to his concert in that manner, to do exactly that. So that's what people do. That's what people do. Now, let me just show you something else, right? That's just like to show you how they were passing through.
Think of a big chasing you.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, this is nonsense, ridiculous. I'm just saying that for us young people, right? And for parents out there as well. Okay, parents, it's not hateful to stop your children going in certain places such as these. It's not hateful. If we don't go to such places, it's not wrong because, every of our friends is going and we're not going. Well, guess what? That's wisdom. That's wisdom. And let's actually be influenced. Well, let's actually influence our friends not to go to such places. Because in such places, I mean, I'm sorry, but the person that we're chasing after is influencing for us to act in animalistic ways such as this. Now, okay, this is the scene, right? They're all rushing to go to basically see that eventually that one man, Travis Scott, eventually when it's his time to do the concert, apparently at 8 o'clock or something.
These clips literally speak for themselves. Look at how chaotic it was.
Let's go!
I look at this and I don't see, okay, you can call me whatever, but I don't see people having fun. I'm like, people are being led to danger. They don't know what's going to come thereafter. Jesus says, wide is a gate that leads to perdition. You don't know what's going to come after. However, there are clues that can lead us to know what's coming. The clues are, this is a portal to hell. Just before that portal, like he jumps off, there were signs. See you on the other side. Fire. You know, that dove with fire and all that kind of stuff. I mean, these are all signs. We don't have to wait until a disaster happens before deciding I should not be there. Like, the very fact that it's packed like this. Let's not talk about COVID, because COVID doesn't exist in such events. But because these are influential people, it can happen until the disaster happens. And then now, let's question everything. And then let's blame everything on everything and everybody. Rather than common sense. This is not a place where we should be found. This is not a place where we can have fun. Some people are having fun now. In a few minutes later, will be dead. Dead. Some people were oblivious to the whole thing. Because there were so many people out there, like, there were I saw some videos, right? Did we go to the same concert? Because they were realizing, I didn't see anybody die, or I didn't see anything. Because they were finding their own corner, having fun. this is not fun. Let's actually, the Bible says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may know what that good and perfect will of God is. Something like that, right? Let's learn to redefine our definition of fun and realize that this is not fun. This is danger. Like, let's not be so entertained that we are willing to let ourselves be entertained into death. And if you believe in God, then be entertained even to go to hell. That's worse than this first death, right? So that's eternal damnation. But you know what saddens me, right, is that people brought their kids there. They brought their kids. I mean, that's even sadder. But anyway, now I'd like to finish this me sharing my thoughts on that by showing. Okay, let's listen to this young man, yeah, and kudos for him. I just hope that he really sticks to what he says, that he will not go down the route of imitating Travis.
It just felt like we was like literally like in hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning them black and blue. Like, I never seen death in like, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 people laid out dead. And like, once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like, this shit really me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. And what was so crazy, like, people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. It was like help. The whole crowd was just going to help.
It was a demonic influence there.
And he just kept going, bro. It was like, this shit scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like, I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like, after tonight, bro, like, God really showed me, like, you know, like, stay away from that shit. Like, that shit not for you, because like, he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
Yeah. I mean, that is sad, man. I just want to show you, this other guy.
And you want to know what's crazy? It's still going to be people who going to be still spiritually asleep and going to say that what happened at Travis Scott's AstroWorld Festival wasn't demonic. There's still going to be people who's still going to defend the man for just sitting there carrying on the show while there were people, lifeless bodies, out there in the crowd. People begging him to stop the show. But yeah, there are going to be people that still support him.
People will still defend him.
Don't see nothing wrong with what he did. If you don't believe that there was nothing demonic about that whole concert, you are spiritually blind. And I pray that God open your eyes to see what's really going on in the spiritual realm.
The whole culture.
We don't fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah.
Do you not see the name of the festival?
The world
AstroWorld
is wrong.
That ought to open your eyes enough. Stay prayed up, because we're about to...
I was speaking too much there, but listen to
blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, hang on.
Pray that God open your eyes to see what's really going on in the spiritual realm. We don't fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right.
Do you not see the name of the festival? AstroWorld. That ought to open your eyes enough. Stay prayed up, because we're about to see crazier stuff than this.
That's true. Listen, as time is passing by, I can see that that's true. You know what? Worst thing is going to come up. And I think we need to start making decisions now. You know, in life, we all influence others. whether in a small manner or a big manner, we all have an influence of others. Even when we stay quiet, we have an influence on others, right? But we all also are influenced by others. But everything comes down to our choice. So, I choose the way that I allow myself to influence others. When a crime happens, if I stay quiet about it, I influence others in a certain manner. My response influences others around me. My attitude, when I have a platform, such as Travis's, what I say to people, how I react to things, how I influence people, well, basically everything. I influence people. You see, I have an influence on people everywhere I am. And when I say I'm talking of all of us. We all have, right? And I think we need to wake up to this reality. Let's choose the way that we want others to be influenced by us. But now, there's another thing. Let's choose also what and who we want to be our source of influence. So, for example, if I choose to listen to this kind of junk music, then therefore I will behave according to what that music is telling me. And I can fool myself in saying, this is just entertainment, it's just art, it's just whatever excuses. You shall know them by the fruits. I mean, the way I act in life, the way I'm rebellious, the way I'm cursing, the way I am behaving like this, or the way I don't care when somebody falls around me, I'm so focused on whatever. Everything is a product of what I've fed upon or what I've been influenced by. I can choose either to be influenced by the world and the things of the devil, or I can choose to be influenced by God and what he says in his word, and also by godly people, by good people. I mean, we all have issues in life, right? But we can choose the better than the worse, right? And God is asking us that, to just choose. We choose who we want to listen to. We choose what we want to watch. We choose what we want to listen to go to. We choose. Let's learn to use our choices. Like God says, I've placed life and death before you. Choose life that you may live, but don't choose death. I mean, God's given us a choice because he doesn't want to force us to do anything. But anyway, that's me finishing this video, really, to say, God says, be not conformed to this world, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind, so you may prove what is that good and perfect will of God. And also, there's another place that he says, the will of God is even our sanctification, that God wills to cleanse us, to sanctify us, meaning to wash us from all these filth in the world. But if I'm washed, why am I going to place myself in the dirt, in the poo again? No. He's asking us, okay, now I'm washing you, but take heed to your mind, to your decisions, to your take heed and keep yourself in the right path. Keep yourself with the right sources of entertainment, etc. Because I came to die for everyone, but not everyone wants to be saved. Basically, that's what he's telling us in John 3:16. Because we all know John 3:16, but we don't really know the rest. That says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That's 16. Now, let's carry on verse 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It says, for God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. And then he says, he who believes in him is not condemned. You see, he doesn't want to condemn us. He just wants, believe in me and then seek for me and then I'll guide you, right? He says, he who believes in him, i.e. Jesus, is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he is not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. Now, listen to this part. And this is the condemnation, that the light, i.e. Jesus, has come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light. You know, sometimes we need to realize we love the things of this world, darkness of this world. And that's why we have so much darkness in our life sometimes, right? For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. That reminds me of the quote that I was saying earlier, like, truth is hate to whoever hates the truth. So, but he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God. That's all I'm sharing in this video. Like, I'd love to hear your comments and whatnot on that, and your thoughts. And if you disagree with everything that I've said, or even anything, just say so. Feel free to share. We're all here to share and learn together, really. So, but yeah, that's all I've got, really. But yeah, it's a very, very, very sad situation. Yeah. All right, peace.